Hi, welcome back for Vlogmas day 7 now. So today I have got a craft tutorial for you. Here's some of the items that I used for this tutorial. I didn't end up using the Fimo, the clay that you bake in the oven, but what I was going to do with that, but changed my mind, was make some little candy canes to go on these little rosettes that I was making. So I might make another rosette at some point and put some handmade candy canes on. But I just used the materials that I had at hand, and actually the ribbon ended up becoming sort of like the main part of the rosettes. So we've got ribbon here, we've got glue gun, crocodile clip, some sort of different embellishments, scissors, felt in different Christmassy colours, and a plastic bottle. So first of all, what I thought I'd do is use, for the main base of the rosette, is actually use plastic from a bottle I was just going to be recycling anyway. Just cut the plastic from a bottle into a rough sort of circular shape. This doesn't have to be exact because the layers that we put on later cover it up and make it look circular no matter what shape it is underneath, basically. So what we're going to do here is take the felt for your sort of base colour, which you might not even see this colour anyway, so don't worry about it too much. And what we're going to do is stick the felt all the way around the plastic. Now, I made a really bad error when gluing this on the first time. The second time you'll see I did it better. Do not apply the glue from the glue gun straight onto the plastic because obviously it melts, but if you put the glue onto the felt first and then wrap the felt around the plastic, it works much better. I did carry on using this piece of plastic because like I said, it doesn't really matter about how exact this shape is in the middle. All you need is basically a flat base of a rough circular-ish shape to work your ribbon off afterwards. So wrap all the corners around the plastic and then just try and get all the edges in and just tuck them all in with a bit of glue in the corners, just as much as you can, just to get it nice and neat and tidy. You won't really see any of this anyway because we cover it up later. But there we go, there's our rough circle with our melted plastic inside. Now take a ribbon. I opted for green for this one, nice dark Christmassy green, and with rare nice gold edges. And all you're going to do is fold the ribbon all the way along its length. And you're going to take the glue gun, and inside the layers, I do show this a little bit better I think shortly, is just put a little dot of glue every time you fold it so that it sticks. Now do this just along one edge of the ribbon, and this is going to be the edge that is going to be the edge that's also stuck to the circular piece we've just made. There we go, just inside, do a little dot and then just firm it there. I often use the scissors just to stick it together because you end up burning your fingers if you press with your fingers too much, so using another implement just to press bits together. So here I've started sticking it onto the circular section in the middle, and I'm just going to carry on doing some folding. It's definitely easier to just fold a nice big strip before attaching it on. But you can see here how I'm doing it. Just apply some glue from the glue gun around the edge of the circle on the back of the circle, and then just stick your folded strip of ribbon just to it around the back. And here I'm just coming to the end. I'm just showing you how I'm just pressing it down just so that it's firming nicely. Don't worry about the mess in the back of the red circle because we cover that up later. So here I'm just debating how to finish it off and how much length this piece actually needs. Here I've sort of stuck and folded over the corners of where it joined and where it started at the beginning, just to make it neat. So I literally just put more glue on the back and just folded the edges until it looked neat at that ending piece. Here I then cut the ribbon, and I believe I then stick it sort of back on itself again just to kind of tidy away that last end. I would suggest that this tutorial is not very good for children. You are using scissors and hot glue, and I did burn my fingers a couple of times doing this, and had to go run them under some cold water pretty quickly. So yeah, just if you are doing this with your kids, definitely I would advise parental guidance. Here I'm going to do the inner part of the circle with this narrow red ribbon, and I'm just folding it kind of more loosely and at a different angle on the inside of the green one. So if you can see, I'm kind of making a zigzag pattern up and down around the outside of the red circle in the middle. The glue gun bits and pieces get everywhere, so I'm always brushing them off, but carry on doing that. And then when you have got all the way around, just fold the ribbon, take it to the next sort of edge, fold it again, take it to the next edge until you're going towards the center of the circle. So just keep going, and then you fold it over and then go over that way and then fold it again and over. And at the end I wrapped the ribbon back in on itself, put a little bit of glue in the middle, and there we go. Now it's time for the fun bit, putting all the little embellishments on. So I found these all in a craft shop, and just basically choose bits and pieces that you enjoy the look of and place them out, and then see what you think, and then stick them on with their glue gun, and then you're pretty much sorted there. So I've chosen some pearl beads to stick around because I thought they looked really shiny and they really brought out the contrast of the colour of the ribbon. I had these beads from doing some other projects. I've also had a little key because I thought it looked quite magical. So there's the design of the first rosette complete, and now we're just going to cover up that mess on the back. So all you do for this is to take a section of felt that you can fill in the middle, and I'm just going to cut it sort of roughly circular, hexagonal sort of shape. Anything that sort of fits in the middle that just sort of sticks over it really, and then just glue a circle around the outside edge and then inside on the middle as well, just so that it can secure nice and firmly. And just pop it on. There we are. So now we're just going to do the final piece, and that's putting a crocodile clip on the back. Now you can use a crocodile clip, or you could even use a pin fastening clip. I do have some somewhere, but I couldn't find them for this video. But you can make it a two-way pin, just depending on your fastener that you put on the back. So I put a crocodile clip so you can wear it in your hair, and you could also clip this to sort of like the edge of a jacket, or just to the clothes that you're wearing, maybe to the edge of a cardigan. But if you had a pin clip, that would make those kind of sort of ways you use it a lot easier, and I might add them at a later date. Here I'm putting a extra strip of felt underneath the top of the crocodile clip. This is just to secure it more firmly, because the glue tends to not like to stick too well to the metal piece, so this will just ensure it's not going to come off. So there we go, that's the first rosette complete. And now I'm just going to run you through a very quick, basically following exactly the same technique. Here I'm actually doing it correctly, putting it on the plastic. Just do little dots on the corners, this way the plastic doesn't melt. Pull in all the corners again. So this is a different rosette with doing a different sort of colour combination. I thought I would just try a couple of variations and get all those corners nice and neat around the edge. But as you could see with the other rosette when we finished, you couldn't even see that bit anyway. Here we've got a nice long length of the folded ribbon, all just stuck down on that inner edge and stuck all the way around. If you do make any errors with something like this and there's a funny mark that you can't get rid of, the great thing is you're building up the layers so that you can easily hide a glue splodge or a bit of mess with one of the things you're going to stick on at a later date. So don't worry too much about little errors. That's one thing, if I was critical, I'd want to improve, is my skill at using the glue gun, because some bits do look a little bit messy when you've got that loose glue lying around. But it does make it a lot quicker than using any other method for doing a project like this. So here is my second rosette. I'm just finishing it off with a felt back piece, and then putting the crocodile clip on this one as well, and a felt bit to secure it so that it doesn't come off. And there you go, there are my 2 final rosettes. I hope you've enjoyed this little crafty DIY. It's my first ever sort of DIY really, and I hope you enjoy looking at them. If you make one, let me know, and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye!